Welcome to Pickled Crypto, where the paddles pop. We talk dinks, drops, and coins that never stop. From the kitchen line to that blockchain shine, we're serving up spins and crypto by design. Smashing rallies and market swings, NFTs, BTC, and pickleball kings. We volley on chain, we paddle IRL. It's a wild new world, and we tell it well. Whether you're stacking sats or stacking wins, this pod's where the crypto spin begins. So zip up your bag and charge up that phone. Pickle Crypto is live. Let's get in the zone. Let's get in the zone. Let's get in the zone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Pickled Crypto. I'm Katie Randall, and as always, I'm here with Crypto Dan. Dan, how's your summer shaping up so far?
Hey Katie. It's good, just trying to stay cool and keep my knees from turning into dust. But honestly, with all the pickleball news lately, it's hard not to get hyped. The sport is just everywhere right now.
Seriously? I mean, have you seen what's happening in Texas? Pearland Pickleball Park is opening this massive indoor spot. 9 courts, 4,600 square feet. And then there's Texas Pickle Hall, with 2 new venues in San Antonio. They're not just about the courts either. They're building these real community hubs with event spaces and even sustainable design. It's wild.
Yeah, it's like every week there's a new headline. And it's not just about playing, it's about reshaping neighborhoods. I remember last episode we talked about rooftop courts and the noise debates, but now it's like these places are becoming the new local hangouts.
Totally. I actually visited one of these new community centers last month. Okay, it wasn't in Texas, but the vibe was the same. You walk in and it's just buzzing. People of all ages, some who've never played before, just picking up a paddle and jumping in. There's this energy, It reminds me of when I first started playing softball as a kid. That sense of, like, anything's possible.
I love that. And it's not just the venues, right? The sport itself is evolving. Did you see the news about the World Pickleball Federation? The International Pickleball Federation and World Pickleball Federation merged, so now it's just the World Pickleball Federation based in Lausanne. That's a big deal for the sport's global growth.
Yeah, and USA Pickleball just dropped new paddle safety rules. They actually banned a bunch of high-powered paddles starting July 1st. It's all about safety and making sure the game stays fair. But I know some players are, not thrilled about having to swap out their gear.
Well, you know how it goes. Change is always a little bumpy. But I get it. If the sport's going to keep growing, you gotta have standards. And speaking of growth, have you seen the tournament calendar? There's the Engineering and Technology Pickleball Cup in Malaysia coming up, which is wild. Tech pros battling it out on the court. And then the Great Lakes Open in Michigan, with a $100,000 prize purse. That's serious money for pickleball.
And don't forget the youth tourney in Manistee Township, Michigan. It's for a good cause, supporting Young Life camps. I love seeing the sport give back. It's like every level, from grassroots to pro. Pickleball's just on fire this summer.
Yeah, it's not slowing down. And honestly, I think we're just scratching the surface. The way these new hubs are bringing people together, it's got that same community spirit we talked about last episode. But now, it's on a whole new scale. All right, let's switch gears to the other half of our show, crypto. But before we do, here's a little public service announcement. When we discuss cryptocurrency, we are not providing financial advice. We are not financial advisors, so please do your own research before investing in anything. I hope that we made that clear. And wow, it's been a ride lately. Bitcoin's been bouncing around. Right now, it's just under $110,000. It actually broke out of that tight range and is threatening 110K for the first time in almost a month. Futures open interest is up about 10% too, so there's definitely some action.
Yeah, but it's not all fireworks. The overall crypto market cap is down a bit. About 3% today, sitting at $3.4 trillion. People are calling it a summer lull, but at the same time, there's this cautious optimism. Some folks are still calling for Bitcoin to hit $140,000, which, that's a big leap from here.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Realized profits for long-term Bitcoin holders are actually lower than the peaks we saw in 2024. According to CryptoQuant, to match those levels, Bitcoin would need to hit 140K. So even though it feels like we're at the top, some metrics say there's still room to run. But, none of this is investment advice. Gotta say that.
Of course. And it's not just price action. There's a ton happening on the policy side. The U.S. now has a strategic Bitcoin reserve, about 200,000 Bitcoin held by the Treasury. Texas passed its own Bitcoin reserve law in June, and Congress is reviewing stablecoin regulation, the Genius Act. There's a lot of lobbying going on, and it feels like we're at a turning point for how crypto fits into the bigger financial system.
Yeah, and with all that, you can't ignore the risks. I gotta admit, after hearing about those high-profile crypto scams and even physical threats, like actual kidnappings and home invasions targeting crypto holders, I double-checked my wallet security. I mean, over 230 incidents globally in the last 18 months? That's wild. I even started using a new hardware wallet just to be safe.
That's smart. It's easy to forget that digital assets can have real-world risks. And with all the new products, like the Solana staking ETF that just launched, and Coinbase and Robinhood stocks surging on expanded crypto offerings, there's a lot of excitement, but also a lot of new people who might not know how to protect themselves yet.
Exactly. And, July could be a big month for crypto. There's the budget bill, tariff deadlines, and possible updates on the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Some analysts are saying we could see a lot of volatility, but leverage in the market is still pretty contained. So it's kind of a wait-and-see vibe right now.
And with Ether, it's been stuck in a range, but those spot ETF inflows could shake things up. Some wallets have been unstaking and moving big amounts to exchanges, so it's not all bullish. But if the price breaks out, we could see a move up to $2,700 or even $2,800. But again, it's a lot of if this, then that right now. So let's talk about the regulatory side, because that's where things get really interesting. And honestly, a little nerve-wracking. Norway is planning a temporary pause on new power-intensive crypto mining to protect their grid. It's a reminder that energy policy isn't just a local issue. It can ripple out to global markets, especially with how much mining is concentrated in certain regions.
Yeah, and it's not just Norway. We're seeing a lot of movement on the innovation front, too. That Solana staking ETF we mentioned? It had a huge debut, $20 million in volume on day one, which is top 1% for a new launch. And then there's Ripple, which just applied for a federal banking license. That's a big step following Circle's move. If Ripple gets it, they could expand their crypto services under federal regulation, which could be a game changer for the industry.
And don't forget Coinbase and Robinhood. Coinbase stock is up about 12% recently, and Robinhood hit an all-time high after expanding their crypto offerings, staking, futures, tokens, the whole deal. It's like every week there's a new headline about traditional finance and crypto getting closer together.
But with all this innovation, the risks are getting more creative too. That Libra rug pull in Argentina? It's a perfect example. People got burned because they didn't spot the warning signs. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the hype, but you gotta do your homework.
Yeah, and I've actually put together a quick checklist for vetting new crypto projects. It's nothing fancy, but it helps me avoid the obvious red flags. First, I check if the team is public and has a track record. Then, I look for clear use cases, real partnerships, and whether the code is open source. And if something feels off, like if the website is all hype and no substance, I just walk away. It's not foolproof, but it's saved me from a few disasters.
That's solid advice. I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's pickleball or crypto, it's about balancing excitement with a little bit of caution. There's so much opportunity, but you gotta keep your eyes open.
Absolutely. And that's probably a good place to wrap up for today. There's a lot happening this summer, in both pickleball and crypto, and I have a feeling we're just getting started. Dan, always a pleasure talking with you.
Same here, Katie. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. We'll be back soon with more updates, more stories, and probably a few more tangents. Stay safe out there, on the courts and online.
Take care, everyone. See you next time on Pickled Crypto.
That's
to the chain. Pickleball plays and crypto gain. We dinked, we dropped, we doubled down. From the ledger to the baseline, we run this town. So whether you're stacking tokens or stacking serves, we're the voice that hits all the curves. Subscribe, share, don't miss a beat. New drops every week, yeah, we bring the heat. It's Pickle Crypto signing off with flair. Keep your wallet tight and your paddle in the air. Till next time, stay sharp, stay bold, and remember the kitchen's hot, and so is that gold.